The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Shouldn't start going down, and it's still going down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we don't let a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 50. Touchdown Bears. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody in there. It's an absolute laser. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Sheds off the tackle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find the ball out of the backfield. But he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who sends it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And that's how you pick up the first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He completes it to Ridley. And they end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breeder. They get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Allen to throw. Check down to Breida. And the Bills already set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get at the 6-yard line.
And they'll use it out of the backfield sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That is in the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin the next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach always make,
oh my God, it's a pick, man.
Mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. For DK Metcalf, we know all about that sprinter speed that he has. It was definitely on display there as he's able to pick up good yardage after the catch. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Allen maybe with a free play. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as they get this up to about the 42. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Jordan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Take it at the 37. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On play action, Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. You ain't
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Down to lose one.
From the gun, it's Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Davis.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. to the air. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run again with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain there for the Bills.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers, call it.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. And Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Joe Reed returning. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 2, Allen. Check down to Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And some room to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Right here, right here.
Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill. Check safety. Switch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, big hole right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Allen again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that